Hello everyone. Well, we finally have some official news from the developers regarding our missing wishlist event. That's right, our missing Melamon wishlist event has finally been addressed along with a few other of our concerns that we've brought up and the community has brought up. So, for those who don't know, we do have our own official community manager for the global version of the game, and they have made a post or a series of posts on the main Discord, the official Discord announcement section. So for those who aren't in the Discord and otherwise interested, we are going to go through their posts together and just get a sense of what they have said. So let's start going through this post and reading along to see what they have to say and what exactly the devs' plans were. So here is the start. So from C. Complaints regarding the lack of announcements both in-game and on Discord are being heard loud and clear. We will strive to improve here and work on communicating updates properly. This doesn't mean you're getting a 3-month roadmap, of course, but I will try my best to make sure we get regular announcements like the other regions so that we know a week or two in advance what is on the way. We understand how important this is to you guys, and we are taking it seriously. Amazing. I mean, already off the bat, we have one of the main issues that we of the community have expressed to developers, which is, at the end of the day, we didn't really want like a fully fledged 3, 4, 5, 6 month roadmap so we can make plans months in advance, but just exactly how C has said it. Just to be able to know at least a week or two in advance to know, hey, this is going to come now, what's coming next, etc., so we can make appropriate plans. So that's a very positive step already. Now let's continue. Paper plane / wishlist. As there was a lot of misinformation and noise being spread around the Discord, the issue wasn't properly understood. There were issues with player-made guides having incorrect dates and timelines that created all that noise, with people arguing about dates and timelines from other regions as well. No XD staff has made any announcements or commented publicly on it either, as all the noise made us unaware of the severity and thought it was just players misinforming each other and being confused. Also, please remember that our community guide team are not official staff. They are not aware of the game schedules and making assumptions based on other regions as well. So this is something that I had said. I had made a video recently titled Where's Our Wishlist Event, and one of the points I raised was the fact that it is always rather dangerous to base our timeline and assumptions on the other versions of the game, as every region is going to have a slightly different timing and scheduling of events. And yes, I get the point of C here to make sure that we understand that we can't use the other versions of the game as a book, a complete narrative to what we should expect, but at the same time, it's at least giving us a sense of some of the content to come, but to take it with a grain of salt, because sometimes the timings will be adjusted accordingly for our version. So fair enough, there was a lot of noise about this, I don't disagree. Let's continue. Now that we're all on the same page and properly understand the issue, I will make sure our developers get you an answer soon. Of course, there should never be a firm expectation that our region is going to match the Chinese, Korean, or Taiwanese game versions, and that if you decide to believe something based on their timelines, you must take it with a grain of salt, as I've just said. But that does not mean that your complaints about our lack of communications aren't valid. I understand that even though these expectations were created without our approval and confirmation, it is easy to fall into these assumptions when we are not making any announcements ourselves. Regarding the wishlist specifically, I understand that the game actively encourages you to hoard these resources, and that is why it's a big reason it's affecting so many people. Yeah, so good. At least they're not backing out of the responsibility here. There's a recognition that there should have been more communication, along with the acknowledgement that there was a lot of noise created by the community expectations that our game is going to closely follow the other versions as well. So fair enough. Fair enough. Let's continue to the next part of this message here. The issue is understood well, and we will get to the bottom of it. Next up, we have a section called Cross-Server Gameplay. For those who feel they need to quit over these announcement issues, I want to add this in here to assure you that we are listening and taking your valuable feedback seriously every day. I feel like this is a jab, but it's a well-needed jab, because I find there's so many people out there who make such a drama about, well, I'm going to quit now, and oh, I'm done, and it's over. I'm like, just relax. Let the developers cook. Play the game. It's not that deep. So on January 21st, cross-server gameplay will be enabled. Whoa, that's in a very short amount of time. On January 21st, cross-server gameplay will be enabled in other game modes outside of Rifts. I've been receiving many complaints about the inability to form parties due to a lack of players or tanks, lol. A dev who understands his own game, good to see. Getting kicked from parties constantly, players falling behind, etc., and decided to escalate the issue for our developers. I understand that even with servers of 10,000 plus people, it can be difficult to take on trials or find good parties due to many factors like everyone progressing at different rates, being online at different times, having less tanks in general, and other miscellaneous factors. We don't want anybody to be falling behind or struggling to form parties to take on these game modes, so enabling cross-server gameplay should help out a lot both now and in the future. To edit, I'm not entirely sure if this will apply to all servers or just servers with less player activity, but we'll be following up. So, amazing news. Like, I've spent some time recently chatting with players from other servers, and it does seem to be that outside of the server 1, 2, and 3, it is a little bit challenging to find parties for content. It is a little bit challenging to find extremely, tanks, for example. Tanks and healers are, of course, more limited than DPS, so I'm glad to see that they're bringing the cross-server in an expedited manner to our game, or our version of the game. This should be a huge help for us moving forward. So really, this is great news. Like I told you, we had the last time we did Where's Our Wishlist event, this was a kind of a negative video. Hey, where's our communication? Where's this? Where's that? And now it's like, wow, look at all these topics that they're addressing. This is a really good response from the developers so far, and I'm pleased to see this. Let's continue. Thank you guys for staying patient. Once we have some follow-up from our developers, I will make an official announcement and tag the server. I don't want to tag all 73,000 members over this until we have some official confirmations. Thanks for understanding. Probably a smart idea to not tag everyone until getting the official info. And he finishes up with a melancholy emote, so I think anyone who uses the Maltese melancholy emote is chill for me. I didn't know you were chill like that. Or however that goes. So next up we have one more quote. It ain't over yet. And here we go. Yesterday we have hello everyone, finally tagging at everyone, so the bold 73,000 person ping coming in play here. I just got confirmation that the Melomon wishlist will be returning next week. Oh my. We had planned to include this wishlist with the brand new upcoming Chinese New Year event to promote engagement and excite everyone during the event. Announcements will follow in the next few days. We'll make sure to improve our communication and get these updates to you a little bit earlier, but please take other region timelines with a grain of salt as a community. Remember that our player-made community guides mention to be cautious when creating expectations and comparing global to other regions' exact timelines. Words should only be taken firmly if they are coming from the moderators, Sugar or myself. Thank you for being understanding and patient. We want these events to be exciting and plan things a certain way for a reason. I'm very excited for the event and I hope you are too. Be ready for some awesome events and other fun activities. More to follow up soon, and be ready for a community event post within a day or two as well. Hope many of you can participate. So amazing news. Here we have the final confirmation that we will be getting our wishlist event, and as I said in my video, I was like, listen, I don't think the developers will have changed the timing of our own wishlist event for malicious reasons. They are in fact lining it up with an upcoming event that they have in mind, and hopefully that event will be significant enough to compensate for not having the wishlist lining up with a beneficial paper plane week. So one thing I will show just quickly here is so right now on server 1, it depends on your server, of course, because I think the paper planes run on a different timeline depending on what server you're on based on your server age, but at least on server 1 we're currently in week 6, which means when the when the wishlist event comes, we're unfortunately going to be in week 7, which is going to be a hard pass for anyone who is not a whale, basically. So it is going to have some Gen 2 mount stuff, but other than this, it's going to be not that great with regards to what you'll be getting as a free-to-play player spending all your saved up summoning strings. But hey, let me put it this way, let's just look on the bright side and be happy that we have official confirmation we are getting our wishlist event soon. It's going to be next week, so everyone should look forward to that. Save up your Stellarite, get ready to pull as many Demon Hounds as you can get your hands on. And yeah, so a huge thank you to the developers and to our community manager, C, for getting that information to us, and as well for acknowledging and not trying to completely dodge the responsibility on some of the issues we were having with communication. I'm always very happy to see developers who are willing to take responsibility for things they know they could have improved on. So very happy to see that. Thank you again to the Go Go Muffin developer team for getting us this official information. Thank you to C for being a very down-to-earth community manager for us in our global version of the game. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have the official wish list coming next week, along with what sounds like it'll be a fun Chinese New Year event as well, and positive stuff moving on to the future, like the crossplay and all that great stuff. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you're excited by this as I am, and hit like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. And of course, join the Discord as well. I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.